This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's the first day of spring, but the snow continues to be a headache in our area. We'll talk with the Hazleton Area School District Superintendent about getting kids back to class. Well, I hope it's been a great day, and thanks for spending part of it with us here at SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. I'm Ken Carrot, and let's get to our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Students in the Hazleton Area School District lost 4 days of classes last week thanks to Stella, and crews in many municipalities are still working to remove the 30 inches of white stuff from area streets. Lisa Sugar talked with Hazleton Area's top official on the decision to resume classes today with a 2-hour delay.
Dr. Craig Butler, the superintendent of schools for the Hazleton Area School District, is here now to talk about the situation where the snowstorm had an impact on bus pickups for the district. So you put a statement on the district website and the Facebook page last night. So tell us what your concerns were and what that statement involved.
Well, Lisa, I think the first decision was, do we actually have school? And in speaking with some of the school directors and some key people that I usually confer with, we did, of course, decide to go ahead with the 2-hour delay. Our concern was, we are hearing concerns relative to snowbanks still being piled up in areas where children normally stand waiting for buses. Students not being able to navigate their normal sidewalks because, they may not be totally cleared in all areas. So we were a little concerned about students walking on streets where travel is a little heavier. So those concerns, and with regard to the 2-hour delay, again, with the sun coming up, getting a little brighter later, we didn't want students perhaps having to navigate in a street or, being in a precarious spot with not having full daylight. So that was another justification for the 2-hour delay.
So you had the 2-hour delay, and then you told people if their bus stop wasn't accessible, what did they do then? Correct.
We knew up front, Lisa, that certain areas, certain roadways, some of the outlying areas in the greater Hazleton area, we knew there were going to be problems with regard to bus access. Not so much untravelable roads, but our buses being able to navigate turns where the streets are half again as wide as they normally are. So we did post that announcement on the website, on Facebook, and our what we now call our remind.com, which is a way that we communicate with our parents through text. So we made the announcement that if they think they're in a area that's compromised by bus travel, if they could move to a major roadway. We communicated some of that via radio this morning. I was out personally this morning on some of our streets, asking students to move, for example, from Cedar to Poplar, where the buses had better access.
I'll play devil's advocate a little bit here. Saw some of the comments on Facebook and that some of the parents saying, why not just cancel? Or, also concerned with walkers and where the students then are getting dropped off at the end of today. So how do you answer those concerns?
Well, with regard to the walkers, Lisa, we heard very few concerns, and perhaps we're just not hearing them, but we checked with several of our schools this morning. I sometimes am the recipient of parent concerns, as you know. My phone was not ringing with regard to walkers. As I was traveling around the city of Hazleton this morning, I did not observe any problems with the walkers, either young children or middle school children. Really, I thought it went fairly smoothly. I didn't see anything that would have jeopardized a young person's safety at all this morning, Lisa.
Were you getting hit with phone calls this morning from parents who were upset that their stops were moved?
Not upset. We received a few phone calls from parents saying, hey, my children can't stand in the normal location. I don't want them standing on the corner of 2 streets right up next to a snowbank, so I've decided to keep my children home today. And that's fine. We certainly respect that, their opinion as parents and that decision, and that will not be held against them. And we hope to be totally operational, back to normal tomorrow morning.
Alrighty. And I know I asked you earlier when we were talking, People are wondering when's the last day of school, and what about the kids that didn't have kindergarten in the morning, and that you're working on a plan?
Yes, obviously, Lisa, with the 8 days that we've lost, we're now talking serious makeup days. I mean, potentially going to school in the latter part of June. We are working with the state to devise a plan that would be reasonable, but also meet state guidelines in terms of days and minimum hours for elementary, 990 hours per year, and for 900 for elementary, 990 for secondary. So as long as we've met that time requirement, I think we have a little leeway, and we're certainly understanding of perhaps some of our older students have summer commitments, summer jobs, perhaps taking college classes early in the summer, traveling plans with our families. So we're going to do everything possible to be careful about going too late in June and being reasonable about the makeup days.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Butler, for coming in and talking about the situation. We'll keep you up to date, but hopefully, as Dr. Butler said, things will be back to normal, hopefully by tomorrow.
Thank you, Lisa. In other news, a criminal investigation is underway into an early morning stabbing and shooting in Hazleton. It happened outside of a bar on East Broad Street around 2:30 a.m. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale says that a woman was coming out of the bar when the suspect followed her and allegedly stabbed her multiple times in the chest. The suspect is identified as Nelson Hernandez Rivera. Police say that a uniformed security guard intervened and fired a shot, hitting Rivera in the leg. Both the woman and Rivera were taken to the hospital and flown to trauma centers. Chief Speziale says that the woman was a victim of domestic assault and that the two had a past relationship. Anyone who witnessed the incident is asked to dial 911, or you can text a tip to 274637 or submit an anonymous tip at hazletonpolice.com. A West Hazleton business was evacuated Friday night because of snow. Bill Dageston, one of the owners of Bowl Arena, tells us that the heavy snow caused a portion of the business's roof to buckle. It happened just before 7:30 Friday night. Everyone was evacuated immediately. No one was injured. Dageston was thankful for crews from Hutchinson Construction and Weaver Roofing who helped shovel the snow from the roof. These photos were taken after the snow was removed. Dageston says they are currently awaiting the arrival of a structural engineer to assess the situation. Until then, the Bowl Arena remains closed. Updates will be posted on their Facebook page, Bowl Arena and the 10-Pin Lounge. The Bowl Arena is set to host a popular fundraiser this weekend. Saturday is Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bridge Bowl for Kids' Sake. You can still register to help out the group that helps kids facing adversity by providing them with strong mentors. Simply go to bbbsnepa.com. It just takes a few clicks and you can register. And if you're not bowling, you can still be a sponsor or just make a donation. The fun starts locally Saturday at 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. Walk-ins are welcome, and as always, there will be great food and tricky trays. One church in our area will serve a free dinner tomorrow. The Soul Kitchen will serve a free meal tomorrow from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church, 100 North Church Street in Hazleton. Everyone is welcome. And tonight we have a shout out for Jonathan Lugo, one of our SSPTV News fans on Facebook. Thank you, Jonathan, for the support. Like our Facebook page for your chance at a nightly news shout out. Coming up on SSPTV News, we'll see how this first week of spring is shaping up with our local weather forecast. And later, a local swimmer struck gold at the state swimming championships over the weekend. I'll tell you who, plus Ron Marchetti has his Trivia Treats segment. So please stay tuned.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I'm very pleased to welcome back to our studios two of our friends from the Pennsylvania State Police at Troop N. To my right is Trooper First Class David Peters, and to my left is Trooper Anthony Petrosky. Both are community service officers for the troop as well, here to talk about a really popular event and a brand new one as well, Camp Cadet, and the addition of, for the first time ever, which is called Sunny Day Camp for children with special needs. Trooper Peters, I guess let's start with you. This is great. You are expanding on the Camp Cadet, an additional new camp for one day only for children with special needs.
Right. Well, our Camp Cadet program is a week-long program for youth, male and female, ages 12 to 14 from our 4-county coverage area, obviously Columbia, Carbon, Monroe, and Lower Luzerne. It allows youth to interact with law enforcement and understand academy-type training in a more different setting. They get to see and do a lot of different things. Obviously, there's some physical activities with running and inspections and things like that. But the opportunity to interact with law enforcement and to see the different areas that law enforcement bring to the community is very rewarding for them.
So now this Sunny Day Camp, this is a great idea. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Sunny Day Camp was created last year down in Troop J, Lancaster County, by Corporal Samantha Minucci in reference to her brother, who is a special needs individual. So we wanted to expand upon that. It was such an exciting event. We wanted to bring that event here for the special needs and individuals with disabilities to our area. So we're planning on expanding to do a one-day camp for those individuals, particularly in our coverage area.
All righty. So the one-day camp is taking place on May 13th at Pocono Raceway for the Sunny Day Camp, and then Camp Cadet July 16th through the 21st at Penn State Hazleton. For those interested in Camp Cadet, what are the activities that will be included that they will get to do?
There's many activities throughout the week for Camp Cadet, to include morning runs, physical fitness. Then they get to see a different side of law enforcement, an inside look of law enforcement. They get to see the PSP helicopter, medevac helicopter. They get to see numerous SWAT vehicles. They get to see our canine dogs, our horses that are used in police settings. They really get to see a behind-the-scene look of law enforcement and what it takes to complete our job.
And this isn't a camp that you just sign up for. You have to actually go and apply and go through a process.
It is a process, and we wanted to make that almost like our process to become a trooper. So you have to fill out the application, which could be received right from our Troop and Camp Cadet Facebook page. You could print it out, or they're in all the schools and every PSP barracks within Troop N. After that, you're interviewed by either myself or Trooper Peters to see if you could actually enroll into the camp.
And who is this good for? I would assume especially children that maybe are interested in a career in law enforcement.
Yeah, law enforcement and also the military. And beyond that, kids who just want to challenge themselves. Everything in Camp Cadet is earned, it's not given. So individuals who just want to challenge themselves, this would be a great opportunity for them.
And this camp is tough at the beginning, but you told me at the beginning they're shocked, I guess, with what they do, but at the end they don't want to go home.
Well, absolutely. In the beginning, we're going to have them do things that they're not prepared to do. I mean, if you're going to tell a young person that they're going to wake up on their own at 6 o'clock in the morning, be out in a military formation and go run a mile and a half, they'd probably look at you like you had a horn coming out of your head. But they do it. And then as the week goes on and they get acclimated to what our demands are from them or our orders given to them, they understand what we're trying to do for them. And we're trying to build that self-esteem in them and that confidence. And so when they get some adversity later in life, they have the confidence in themselves to say, hey, you know what? I don't need that in my life. I know where I'm going and I'm on the right path.
All right. Well, it sounds like a wonderful event either way. Deadlines for the applications.
Yeah, our deadline for Camp Cadet is March 31st. They need to get the application mailed into us by then. The online registration right now that's going on, that it can also be accessed at the Troop N Camp Cadet Facebook page for Sunny Day, is going to run through April 22nd. So we encourage people to really sign up for that. It's ages 8 and up, special needs, individuals with disabilities, mental development in those particular areas as well.
And just give us a brief hint of what they will do at the Sunny Day Camp.
It's going to be a one-day event. It's kind of like what Camp Cadet would be over a week-long period. We plan to have those same presenters that are at camp out for them to be able to move about at their leisure with their families to see the different things that people would see at camp. We'll have some games in the afternoon and maybe some physical fitness aspects for our Special Olympic athletes or anybody else that wants to partake in them.
All right. And this all culminates for Camp Cadet with a graduation that last night of class, so the parents get to come out and actually see them graduate. Yep.
The graduation would be for that Camp Cadet, and the Sunny Day Camp, we're inviting a couple of their family members to come with them the day of Sunny Day, so we want the family and the participant to really enjoy the atmosphere we want to create for them.
Well, congratulations. This is a great idea. I know Camp Cadet for years has been successful. If you're interested, you can go to their Facebook page, which is Troop N Camp Cadet, and get the application, download it for Camp Cadet. You can fill it out online for the Sunny Day Camp. Again, the deadline's coming up. The 2 numbers for the troopers also we have up on your screen, so if you'd like to give them a holler and ask any questions, you can do that as well. But this is a great opportunity for so many children in our area, so please take advantage of it.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
The snow sure looks pretty on the mountain, but I'm ready to see it go. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, rain is likely, 60% chance, mainly between 9 p.m. and midnight. It will be mostly cloudy and we'll have a low of 34 degrees. Tuesday is looking partly sunny right now with a high in the mid-40s. At night, mostly cloudy with a low around 24 degrees, and it will be windy with wind gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny but cold with a high in the mid-20s. Windy once again, wind gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. Wednesday night will be mostly clear and cold, low of 11 degrees. Thursday we heat up a bit, sunny with a high near 34. Thursday night partly cloudy, low of 25 degrees. Friday 30% chance of rain and snow showers, partly sunny with a high near 44 degrees. And Friday night mostly cloudy, low of 38 degrees. To the lottery numbers, midday winning lottery numbers here on SSPTV News. Pick 2, 16, pick 3, 975, pick 4, 3855, and pick 5, 44764. Danny Berlitz from Marion won a swimming gold medal over the weekend at the state championships. We'll talk more about it next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
If Marion sophomore swimmer Danny Berlitz jumps in the pool now with his PIAA state championship medal, all you would see are flashes of the Colt School colors, gold and blue, gold and blue, gold and blue. Berlitz won the 500-yard freestyle by 3/100ths of a second over Kevin Condrit of Springdale. Congratulations to him, and we'll be talking with Berlitz later this week on SSPTV News. Nord Schuylkill's Reggie Crawford won 2 medals, finishing 4th in the 500 free and 7th in the 100 breaststroke. Liam Mansell of Mahonay area was 18th in the 100 backstroke. Hazleton area freshman Marina O'Hara was 31st in AAA in the 100 backstroke. She was also part of the Lady Cougars 400 free relay team that took 21st. She swam along with Amy Collins, Megan Llewellyn, and Haley Sanko. Jorge Moncayo ended a stellar career at Hazleton area. He placed 31st in the 200 IM and 26th in the 100 butterfly. Well, you may think winter sports are over in our region, but the Mahonay area Lady Bears say at least one more week of winter, and I trust them over that groundhog out west. Mahonay area beat Camp Hill over the weekend to set up an all-Schuylkill League semifinal in the state playoffs. The Lady Bears will get their 3rd shot this season at the District 11 champs Minersville this week. Steve Stallone from the Standard Speaker says the game will be on Tuesday. Megan Bisco had 17 points for the Lady Bears in their quarterfinal win in the AA playoffs. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins split with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the weekend, winning on the road and losing at home. So my NCAA bracket looks like a spelling test I used to take in grade school, just red ink everywhere. Ron Marchetti, though, he cheered me up today. If your bracket is busted, maybe he can make you smile too. Here's Trivia Treats.
On this day, in 2008, the Houston Rockets' 22-game winning streak ended with the 94-74 loss to the Boston Celtics at the Toyota Center in Houston. Hi, everybody. On this March 20th, this is Trivia Treats. And at this time, in 2008, Houston was just the 2nd team in NBA history to win 20 games in succession, trailing only the 33-game streak by the 1971-72 Los Angeles Lakers. Now, let's go back to this day in 1990. Seeded 8th in the Midwest region, North Carolina shocked #1 Oklahoma 79-77 in the 2nd round of the NCAA men's tournament at the Frank Irwin Center in Austin, Texas. 2 free throws with 1.5 minutes left gave the Sooners a 74-73 lead. However, Rick Fox of the Tar Heels sank a 3-pointer to provide his team with a 75-74 advantage with 58 seconds left. Oklahoma answered with a spinning layup as Erwin Davis was fouled with 39 seconds to go. His free throw lifted Oklahoma to a 77-76 edge. King Rice of North Carolina then tied the game at 77 by making the first of 2 free throws. But he missed the second. However, the Sooners knocked the rebound attempt out of bounds. Mother of God, with 1 second left on the clock, Fox won the game for the Tar Heels on a driving layup, 79-77. That was considered a huge upset then, but not last night, as North Carolina won to advance to the Sweet 16. Now, from March Madness to hockey, also on this very day, in 1947, 70 years ago, a massive riot lasting over 12 minutes exploded with 30 seconds remaining in a clash between the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. While heading to the first aid room after being struck in the face by a Ranger stick, Montreal's Kenny Richardson took a detour toward the New York bench after an exchange of words. Bedlam ensued as fights broke out all over the ice. Organist Gladys Gooding started to play the Star-Spangled Banner in an attempt to quell the disturbance, but she gave up after a few bars. Anyway, after the brawl was over, the only penalties that were issued were 10-minute game misconduct for 3 players. Last trivia for the night, after NBA to March Madness to hockey to this meaningless football question, what is the last major college football team to win a game by at least 94 points? Answer, it happened on November 23rd, 1968 at the Astrodome when the Houston Cougars annihilated Tulsa 100-6. One of the players on the Tulsa team was linebacker Phil McGraw. Most of you know him. He's now the host of the popular TV program Dr. Phil. A massive flu epidemic had struck the Tulsa team and definitely contributed to that embarrassing defeat. Till short shots on Friday. Be good sport. Stay loose.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, a bingo fundraiser will be held to benefit Horses and Horizons Therapeutic Learning Center Sunday, March 26th at 1 p.m. at the Mahanoy Valley Ambulance Building near Lehighton. Cost is $20 for 20 regular games, and prizes include designer baskets, handbags, and tastefully simple items. We'll also be having a Chinese auction, raffles, and bake sale. For info, just call 610-377-0151. Next announcement, Holy Rosary Parish, 240 South Poplar Street in Hazleton, hosting a free community luncheon. Lunch will be served Saturday, April 8th from 11 a.m. to noon in the community room of the church. All are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazleton Rotary Club and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. And finally, Butler Township will be sponsoring an e-cycle event at the Township Community Park located along North Old Turnpike Road. The event is Saturday, March 25th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. For more information, just visit butlertownship.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Gerald J. Avillian of Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The Firo Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Albert Andrazi of Hazel Township. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Andrew J. Miskevich of McAdoo. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Church of All Saints. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Grace Babula of West Hazleton. Memorial will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Trinity Lutheran Church. And Howard Stroop Jr., formerly of Virginia. Funeral is Tuesday at 1 p.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on SSPTV News, you have 13 minutes to call in to win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Karen Boyer of Drums. Call us now, 570-455-7267, extension 104. Was one of 3 people in the entire United States who didn't go see Beauty and the Beast this weekend. I'll try to fix that this week, but we have a busy week at SSPTV News. A big announcement coming from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs about horse harness racing up there. We'll have that tomorrow and much more for you. Until then, take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.